Hello students, how are you? Welcome back to Gokhale Education Society's e-learning program 2020 and my YouTube channel. Myself, Mr. Prakash Dashrath Chauhan. I am an assistant teacher in Gokhale Education Society's HL High School and Junior College, Ozar Township. Dear student friends, I once again welcome you in the standard 9th geography class of English medium. Friends, today we will learn the 11th chapter of geography, that is transport and communication. So friends, let's start the lesson transport and communication. Look at on page number 82 and complete the following table. Transport route, means of transport and used for. Such type of three columns are given. Roadways, rickshaw, it is used for passengers. Second one is roadways, means of transport is truck and it is used for goods. Third one, metro, transport route is railways, used for passengers. Next one is waterways, means of transport is boat, used for passengers. The next one is airways, is helicopter, used for passenger. Next one, airways, means of transport is aeroplane, used for passenger. Next one is submarine, and transport route of submarine is waterways and used for research and defense purpose. Next transport route is waterways. We can write their ship, which is used for freight or goods. Next one is mules, transport route is roadways, used for goods. Next one is railways, goods train, goods. Pipelines, used for means of transport is pipes and used for liquid and gaseous material from one place to the another. In this way, we can complete the table of activity given on page number 82 of your textbook. Student friends, on page number 82, some activities are given. We have given some specific conditions. In this context, tell with reason which means of transport and route will you take. Suppose, friends, you have to reach Bhopal from Nagpur due to some emergency. Which transport will you use? We can say that in such condition we will choose airways as a route and aeroplane as a means of transport. Next one is you have to reach Kanyakumari carrying the message of cleanliness. There is no time limit for it. Then which means of transport and route will you take? You can think about it. We can say that in such a condition we will choose roadways as a route and bus or private vehicle as a means of transport. Reason is by using roadways the message of cleanliness can be spread even up to the remote areas. Next one is send the Alfonso mangoes from Konkan area to the Arab countries. In this condition we will choose airways as a route and aeroplane as a means of transport. Reason behind it is Alfonso mango is a perishable agricultural good. Therefore, it becomes essential to transport Alfonso mangoes with high speed. Number 4 is Indrayani variety of rice has to be exported from Pune to Cape Town of South Africa at a low cost. Then which route and means of transport we can adapt? In this condition, we will choose waterways as a route and ship as a means of transport because rice is comparatively durable agricultural good. In the given situation, it has to be transported at a low cost. Next question is large scale production of vegetables in Nandurbar has taken place but is not fetching a good price. The Nagpur-Surat National Highway and the Surat-Bhusawal railway line pass through the district. In a given situation, we will choose roadways and railways as a route and truck and goods ways train respectively as a means of transport. The highways and railways line that pass through the district connects the important towns and cities from the district. The last question is, you have to go to Singapore from your village town. You have 10 days to do the same. Then in this situation, we will choose airways as a route and aeroplane as a means of transport, because in a given situation, limited time, that is the only 10 days are unavailable. That's why we will choose the aeroplane as a means of transport. Students, you must have realized that while traveling or transporting goods, we have to consider many things. If there are many ways and means of transport available, then we can think about those alternatives. There are roadways, railways, waterways, airways, and pipelines by which transportation can be done. Following factors should be kept in mind while selecting the routes and the means of transport. Here, factors to be considered for transporting are given. Here, distance, physiography, routes and means, market, climate, products, time, cost, and the duration. All these things should be take into the consideration while deciding the means of transportation. Student friends, if we consider the above mentioned factors, then our time and money is saved during the journey or transport. Traveling becomes comfortable. Transport is done without any distance to the goods. The selling price to be paid by the customer is not decided by the cost of production only. It is decided by the transport cost and the production cost. The transport of freight should be done rapidly and safely. The price of the good can be kept low if the transportation is affordable. Transportation is a basic infrastructure. Development of transportation infrastructure is an indicator of the development of the country or that region. The reforms in transport sector enhance the dynamicity of freight and passengers in a region. Also, industry and markets also develop along with it. Students, transportation enhances dynamicity of freight and passengers. Here helps industries and markets to develop, boosts the economic growth, increases the per capita income and gross domestic product also. The importance of transportation can be explained with the help of the following points. Extending trade and network, rapid industrialization, availability of employment opportunities, regional connectivity, utility of the size, overcoming the scarcity or deficit, decreasing the regional imbalance, and development of tourism. Now students, read the maps given in figure 11.1 and figure 11.2 and answer the questions given below it, and write the answers of those questions in your notebook. For example, the question is, in which region do you find a dense network of transport route in a map? We can say that a dense network of transport route is found in the central region in a map. The second question is, how is the physiography of the region with the dense network? The region with dense network is comparatively of lower elevations. Next question is, which region has a sparse network of transport routes? The answer of this question is, eastern region in a given map has a sparse network of transport routes. Students, in this way, you can answer the remaining questions and write those answers in your notebook by observing the figure 11.1 and 11.2 on page number 84. Students, when you study the maps of physical structure, main roads and railways of the Satara districts, you will understand the following issues. While reading a map, we can easily study that the network of transport routes is dense at some places and sparse at others. We can also see that in some places there are no transport routes at all. The western part of the Satara district is occupied by the Sahyadris and its offshoots, and its elevation is higher. Its topography is undulating. In this region, we can see that lies the extensive Shivsagar reservoirs of the Koyna Dam. The central and the eastern parts of the districts are comparatively of lower and medium elevations. Considering the physiography of the Satara district, the transport is sparse in the west, whereas its density on the eastern side is medium. Comparatively, the central part of the district has a dense transport network. You may have noticed that a national highway and a railway routes pass through this part of the district. There are many road network connecting the highway. You will realize that the physiography, that is the hills, valleys, rivers, etc. of a region affects its transport routes. There is a correlation between transport routes and the physiography of a region. By studying the physiography of a region, we understand its accessibility and remoteness. Transport facilities can develop well in plains, while areas with higher relief have limits on the development of transport routes. Now students, let's learn about the importance of transportation. Students, the first importance of transportation is extending trade and network. Transportation is a basic infrastructure and its development is an indicator of the development of a particular region or a country. Second, due to the transportation, the industrialization can be spread rapidly. Because of transportation, the goods and the raw material from industries to the market or from market to industries can be reached rapidly. The next importance is availability of the employment opportunities to the people living around the industries or elsewhere. Then regional connectivity is also developed due to the transportation. Utility of the site, then overcoming the scarcity or the deficit of some things can be removed with the help of transportation. Decreasing the regional imbalance is also one of the importances of transportation. And the last one, due to the transportation, the tourism is developed. Okay friends, in this part 1 of transport and communication, so far we have learnt about the meaning, routes and means of transportation and its importance. In the next video, we will learn about the communication, its meaning, means and importance of communication in the part 2 of lesson transport and communication. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day. Thank you.